Should you do an IRA or a taxable account? This surprised me. I'm just messing around with Right Capital. So if you guys have some thoughts that I'm missing here, I'd like to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to single Suzy. All right, we got Suzy sample, and this is interesting. I'm kind of surprised by this. I'm just wondering if I'm missing something, and I'll let you guys help me figure this out. So we got Suzy sample. All right, she is 23 years old. All right. 23, she lives in the great state of Georgia. She's lived until she's 88. All right. All right. We're going to say she makes 50,000 a year right there. Let me get rid of that. All right. Let's make sure that looks good. So we're going to say she makes 50,000 a year, and we're just going to use an estimated Social Security. All right. Hold on a second. Let me pause this because wife. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Suzy, single Suzy sample. We're going to have her saving in her 401k 4,000 a year with no match. All right. And then we're going to increase this, I should say, by 3% a year. Oh, by the way, her income is going to increase by 4% a year. All right. We're just going to roll with that. All right. Then we're going to have right here, let's go to net worth here. And we're going to put it into a model portfolio, and it's balanced. We're going to put it into a balanced portfolio where she's getting 5.1% a year on that. And that's it. That's all she's got. All right, so nothing else, just for simplicity. And we're going to have her retiring at 65. Retirement age 65. And then retirement expense will be $2,500 a month. Then she'll have some health care cost. Yep, and then her expenses pre-retirement are $3,000 a month. All right, so let's just go to retirement here. I want to show you guys something. This is pretty interesting. And we're not going to look at this yet, but I want to show you what's going on. So in her 401k, actually, let me show you what I'm doing here. Let me go back. So we're going to scroll down here, and we're going to show you her 401k in her proposed plan. She's not saving anything in her 401k. All right, what happens here, instead of saving anything in her 401k, is that we're just going to put it into a brokerage account. So these net flows will go into a brokerage account. In her 401k, you'll see it'll be $4,000 a year. Watch. $4,000 grown by 3% a year. Her income's grown by 4% a year. All right. So what's happened here is she's going to be saving more in here, because you can see she's got net flows. We don't want her taking on a debt. So she has $4,000 going to her 401k pre-tax plus whatever net flows has going into her brokerage account. You'll see what I'm talking about right here. I think I go to accounts. Yeah, so you can see she's taking that 632 plus that 4,000. 632 plus the 4,000, all right? And if we go to invested assets, we go to 632 plus the 4,000 plus her return. All right, so we got $4,000, 632. That's what she's saving. Plus, you got $2 of portfolio return this 2024. But you can see next year she's saving another $41.20. Plus her net flows $1,020.22, and then she's getting a portfolio return of $238. In the proposed plan, we're not doing a 401k. We're just doing whatever she has left over after her spending. She's investing it. So her proposed plan, she has $39.22 in year one. $43.97 in year two, $34, $39, $44, $49, $50. See what I'm saying? So that's what's happening here. So at the end of the day, her net flows, and this guy is, she's going to save. Actually, it's not going. Yeah, it's not right. Anyway, but it's because it says when she's taking money out. Anyway, what's happening here? She's saving whatever she has, excess money she's got. So she's saving excess money, excess money, excess money, excess money. So right here, when she's 50 years old, she's putting in $22,000 a year. When she's 50 years old with her 401k, she's putting in 50 years old with her 401k. She's putting in about $27,000 a year. All right, that's just because she's saving some money on tax. So we don't want her taking on a debt. So when she's 50 years old, you can see her net flows are $18,172. That's with her 401k contributions. Without her 401k contributions, her net flows are what, 26,000 or something like that. Let's see, at 50 years old, 26,000, 21,000, 22,000, excuse me. All right, so that tax is saving a lot of money. That's all there is to it. I was actually quite surprised by that. So then we go to, then I want to go to tax payments. So here's her, without saving any in the 401k, she's paying $10,000, $10,000, $12,000, $13,000. With saving into her 401k, she's paying $9,000, $9,000, $11,000, $12,000. You see what I'm saying? So she's saying, about $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a year in taxes by saving to her 401k. Now, what happens is interesting. We actually look her total taxes with saving her 401k is 1.4 million. Her total taxes without saving anything into her 401k is 1.438 million. So just a little bit more in tax, not much more. But check this out: the taxes. Look at that. She hardly pays any tax here when she's in retirement because she doesn't have any qualified money. It's all in pre-tax, post-tax. So it's all dividends and whatnot. Look at that. 976. So at 77, she's paying 976 because she has no RMDs. All right. Here at 77, she's paying $6,000 in tax. So it's one of those things. It's like tax me now or tax me later, but she's still going to pay about the same amount of tax. And you can see right here though, but she's still not paying that much. I mean, here's her tax falling off a cliff. That's a current plan. It's hard to argue with, right? That's not a huge tax rate. It's just not. Here's her tax rate. Look at that. I mean, hardly anything. I mean, yes, she does pay more taxes when she's in her retirement years with doing the 401k, but we're talking a 5% effective tax rate. Anyway, the slam dunk of this is just right here, man. I mean, she has a 55% probability of success versus the 39% probability of success. If we actually, it gets, and then her median net worth in today's dollars is $46,000, whereas her median net worth of proposed plan is nothing essentially. You can see right here. So she's building, and then it just drops. So right here at 85 years old, 25% of the time or more, she runs 50% of the time she has at least $13,000. Not much at 85. So this is a stretch. And then her median is 0 when she's 86. That means more than half the time she ran out of money. Yeah, that's not good. We don't want to see that. So that's too bad. I was hoping I'd see something different. So not only does she run out of money, she doesn't have a very high probability of success. I only have in her balanced portfolio too, which is pretty interesting. So now let's go to cash flows. And I was surprised by this. So we're not going to go to summary. We're going to go to net worth accounts. So what happens here is her IRA money, so she still has $749,000 in future dollars. This is future dollars, and that's obviously 54 years from now. But she still has $749,000 in her non-IRA money. She has how much? Nothing. So I mean, obviously, $749,000 is that's not a huge amount in 50 years. In fact, we can see right here, that's the equivalent of roughly about $100,000. But she has a higher probability of success, and she has $100,000 left to her. Now, the benefit here of the non-IRA, I'll just tell you, this is the benefit, is that all of her money is in a taxable account. So when she's 40 years old, she got 169 that's completely liquid. When she's 40 years old, in this other account, she has only 72,000 that's completely liquid. When she's 55, she has 487 in a taxable account and 444 in an IRA. In her non-IRA account, the account she doesn't do an IRA, when she's 55, she has 783. So, I mean, it's a tough one there. The likelihood that she stays on board and all that, it's not easy. But that would show you an IRA is better, without question. I actually I know it does a spreadsheet well, but if you look at it in today's dollars, it's not that different. It's not that different. Roughly the same taxes. $749,000 sounds like a lot more, but when you factor in, how much that is actually worth today, it's about $100,000. She does have a little bit more money. She does pay a slightly less amount of taxes. She has less liquidity, for sure, in the IRA versus the non-IRA. That's just a fact, but not a huge benefit in my opinion. But there is a benefit to doing IRA. Yeah, I can't deny that. Now, she's single. She's making $50,000 a year. She's adjusting each and every year a 4% clip. So. But it's not as brutally honest, but you can't sit there and make a case that it would be better if she did not do a pre-tax month. You just can't. If she did not do pre-tax. I still like the idea of liquidity. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you. Not having those taxes to pay in the latter part of your life when you're too frail to work, man, makes a big difference. Anyway, just something to share with you. All right, I love your thoughts. God bless.